What's up YouTube, I'm back. We're looking at Bitcoin. If you remember, we were talking about this specific red box here as a rejection point, and we were expecting a dump all the way back down to in around the golden pocket down here. Now that we know that this move upwards is finished because of this anticipated rejection from this red resistance box, we know that the move upwards is finished, so we can place our fibs from the bottom of the move to the top, preparing for the dump back down to the golden pocket. I do want to see this purple and green line retested, which is actually the previous all-time high, this green box. So I want to see the previous all-time high retested as support. At the moment, you are holding this smaller golden pocket. So that basically means as long as we're above it, we should anticipate we are bullish. But I'm telling you guys that we can come a little bit lower down to this purple and green line because it is the previous all-time high. You can see there's quite a big green box down here. I know there's a lot of levels on the chart. So for now, I will get rid of this gold box, but this gold box is very key, to be honest, guys. So I'm going to drag it down a little bit to there. I'll get rid of this green box in actual fact. And so I'm going to keep this gold box because it's very vital. This is what is actually keeping us bullish. As long as we're within this and above it, so you can see we actually got above this gold box after losing it down here. So by getting above it, it means that the move below was a fake out or a bear trap. It made you think it was bearish, you went back up. So now you got above the gold box and you went back under. Well, you're not under it completely, but you're within it. And you're at the final point of support. So really and truly, you do not want to see this lost when we're talking about the fibs. But we know that 18.6k is our level that we know at all costs we can't lose. Otherwise, we know we're going to actually go lower. So again, if you at any point enjoy these videos, smash the like button. We're trying to hit 100 likes on every video now, and we're on the road to 5k subscribers. I'd appreciate if you could help me get there as soon as possible. Thank you guys. Now, continuing on with Bitcoin, again, it's all about holding above 18.6k to 19.6, which is the previous all-time high here. And again, we want to see this confirmed as support. So that's why I do still anticipate us to come down a little lower. I might be wrong, that way we might not come down anymore because we are actually at this smaller golden pocket. That is a potential scenario where you could bounce from here. If you saw a daily close above this 20 EMA, that's going to signal we're going to try and attack this purple line. So if you're seeing a daily close above this 20 EMA, you're going to try and attack this purple and the 55 next. But as we're below it, this is what's telling us we should continue lower. However, over here in the past, when you went lower than the EMA, the 20, this is signaling you're now in a downtrend. You got above it, here the purple one, you got above and you stayed above it, and that's why we continued up. But we came down to hold it as support and failed to, you fell below. So because we fell below, you should see bearish continuation back down to these lows to attack 18.6k and try and break that to tell us the bottom's not in. But for some reason, the bull stepped in out of nowhere. You couldn't call that, basically. It just happened. So we would need something like that. But again, you can't call that. So it's not something that really should happen. You should not have gone up here. You should have gone down. So here, you should go down from here. So where I want to find support is on the outside of this green box or the inside of the green box. So again, the level we can't lose whatsoever is 18.6k, but where I'd like to find support is on 19.6k. You can come below it, but again, you can't lose the level below 18.6k. You might not come to the previous all-time high at all, 19.6. You may have just found support and confirmed the 618, because you can see we're below this 618 and reclaimed it as support. So that's telling me that there is some sort of support on this 618 at $20,000. So a nice key psychological level as well. So you've now got this psychological level confirmed as support with yesterday's candle. So that's a new support we can add on top. So that's why I've dragged this gold box a little bit further down. And if we want, we can put a pinpoint line, but you can see it's getting a bit too confusing having all of these things on the chart. But unfortunately, it's needed. One thing I would say though, although we wanted it to come down to here, we knew it was, and we wanted to find support here and potentially is already, could come down a little bit more. But again, as long as we're above 18.6k going forward, we're bullish. However, one thing that I'm not liking too much is we failed to actually close above this support over here. You can see that's the previous 20 EMA. And because of that, looking at this situation, that is why I'm saying we should continue lower. But this here was out of the ordinary. It's not what should have happened. So it could happen, but I'm not waiting on that, guys. Right now, the chart is telling me because we closed back under the 20 and this move was a fake out, basically this move above the 20 was a fake out as well. It's telling me you want to see bearish continuation. So if we ever saw 18.6k lost, I can give you some really short-term targets. We'll have some key support in and around 16k at least. But again, none of this will happen if we don't lose 18.6k. If we lose 18.6k, here's your targets. And if it were to truly happen, and we can see that on the chart, obviously I'm going to keep you as updated as possible if there's new targets. We do have lower targets. We've been talking about anywhere between 16 to 14k as the first set if we were to lose 18.6. But without losing it, there's no point really of going on and on about it. We just need to sit here and wait, guys, honestly. But again, as long as we're above 18.6k, this is bullish. And if you remember, we've been speaking about this potential massive double bottom since around June and July. The only thing we got wrong is how high this came. I was anticipating, because there were targets in around 26, 27k. I did think we would get all the way up there, but before we were even heading towards that, I said, guys, this is going to have to become a much larger double bottom on the higher time frames, like the weekly. But not only this, once we do top out, we're going to see a 20 to 30% dump. And then we went down about 26%, so exactly. And then also, yeah, we've got this ascending triangle, which is just basically the double bottom over here. So you've got this resistance over here and that ascending support. So we need to stay within this purple line and this green line. But for now, I'll just get rid of that because we're nowhere near up there. So I'm not too focused on that. Right now, I'm more focused on support being held. And as long as it's being held, which it is at the moment, and we're creating higher lows since it, that is bullish signs. But again, going forward, we need to hold this low over here, 18.6k. Otherwise, the bottom is not in. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's update and found value. Leave a like. Let's hit 100 likes. The road to 5k is on. Let's head to 5k subscribers. Leave a comment down below and share the video. Peace.